Good morning, folks. My name is Brian Baker, and I am Rail Logistics Specialist here at PFL. We hope that everyone had a great weekend and a happy 4th of July holiday last week. The Dow closed lower on Friday of last week, down 672.72 points week over week. The S&P 500 closed lower on Friday of last week, down 51.43 points week over week. The Nasdaq closed lower on Friday of last week and down 127.2 points week over week. In overnight trading, Dow futures traded lower and are expected to open at 33,930 this morning, down 7 points. Oil prices settled higher on Friday of last week and higher week over week. WTI traded up $2.06 per barrel on Friday of last week to close at $73.86, up $3.22 per barrel week over week. U.S. commercial crude oil inventories decreased by 1.6 million barrels week over week. U.S. crude oil inventories are 1% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Total motor gasoline inventories decreased by 2.5 million barrels week over week and are 7% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Distillate fuel inventories decreased by 1 million barrels week over week and are 16% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Propane and propylene inventories increased by 1.6 million barrels week over week and are 26% above the 5-year average for this time of year. Propane prices closed at 55 cents per gallon, down 2 cents per gallon week over week in sideways trade, but down 67 cents per gallon year over year as inventories continue to increase. As of the writing of this report, WTI is poised to open at $73.29, down 57 cents per barrel from Friday's close. Total North American weekly rail volumes were down 5.96% in week 26 compared with the same week last year. 8 of the AAR's 11 major traffic categories posted year-over-year decreases. The most significant decrease came from grain, which was down 28.82%. The most significant increase was from motor vehicles and parts, yet again, which was up 16.23%. North American rig count was up by 14 rigs week over week. U.S. rig count was up by 6 rigs week over week, but down by 72 rigs year over year. The U.S. currently has 680 active rigs. Canada's rig count was up by 8 rigs week over week and flat year over year. Canada's overall rig count is 175 active rigs. Overall, year over year, we are down 72 rigs collectively. International rig count, which is published monthly, was up by 2 rigs month over month and up 143 rigs year over year. Internationally, there are 967 active rigs. Folks, we have a few things we are watching out there for you. We are watching some key economic indicators, including Purchasing Managers Index, industrial output and capacity utilization, U.S. unemployment rate, consumer confidence, and consumer spending. See PFL's Rail Report for further details and the latest and greatest numbers. We are watching RINs, why lower oil prices haven't translated to cheaper fuel at the pump. One contributing factor to this phenomenon is the increase in prices of D4 and D6 renewable identification numbers. D6 RINs are generated by blending ethanol with gasoline, and D4 are generated by blending biodiesel. You are not going to see like this one. See PFL's Rail Report for further details. We are watching the national steel car and other labor strikes. Folks, we are headed for another supply chain crisis. See PFL's Rail Report for further details. Please read PFL's Rail Report today for further details as it relates to today's podcast. In addition, we also highlighted the latest refinery runs, the latest import and export numbers for all petroleum related products. We of course have quite a few detailed graphs and charts for your viewing pleasure. Also, in every weekly report is the latest and greatest on what cars are available for sale, lease, or sublease. Call PFL today for all of your rail needs, including storage, leasing, subleasing, car leasing, repair, flaring, nitrogen generation, and transloading services. Have a great week and be safe out there. We hope our Canadian viewers had a happy Canada Day, and those of us in the U.S., happy July 4th. May this be the greatest one ever.